We will always strive for excellence on the field. We will strive for excellence off the field. It's never about me. It's always about the young man. I want to make sure that it's all about building them and making sure that they represent this university the right way. And so happy and proud. Hook 'em.
I don't think I ever would have guessed when I first met Charlie Strong in 2012 when I was doing college football sideline reporting that you would sit here next to me.
Yes.
We're both in different jobs, right? Yes. Now you're the head coach at Texas, and man, long overdue. Congratulations for you.
Yes.
Well, thank you, and I am really excited about being the head coach of the University of Texas. I know it's a lot of work to be done, but really, really proud and very honored.
We got a lot of questions for you. Before we get down to business, you called Texas A&M a gadget program at one point. We've been giving out gifts. You don't have to address that now. We're trying to give out gifts with themes. Check this out. We got you a gadget. Check this out.
Look at this.
Look at this. Watch this. Like a little light. Like, I don't know what you would use this for, but we found it at the ESPN store. It's like a flashlight and a extended light. So if you ever want to use that, you know, put that. I don't know what you're gonna do with that, but there you go.
You know, it's great for a flashlight. I could just use it, but no. I did not call A&M a graduate program. I have a lot of respect for Kevin Summer. He's a good friend of mine in that program. But I think that what I said, someone had asked me a question about recruiting and what they were doing, and I said something to that. I'm not into gadgets. I think the guy said it to me. He said, I'm not into gadgets. Okay,
it was just
I'm just going to be upfront and do what I need to do.
We thought, you know, it was spirit.
But you know what? I'll take my gadget.
There you go.
I will take my gadget.
A little nighttime reading of your playbook. There you go.
But you touched on recruiting. We want to go there quickly. You obviously coming in, competing with the Kevin Sumlin, Cliff Kingsbury, maybe to a lesser extent, at Texas Tech, up-and-coming program, Art Browse at Baylor. What does it take, and what do you have to do to take back Texas, if you will, to win the recruiting battle, just to protect your state?
I think
win the in-state battles.
You know, if you look at recruiting right now, we're getting who we need to get, but it's still a lot of players out there that have not made a decision, and so. It's more they're concerned about, they're waiting on our product and really what we're going to put on the field. And I think that once we start playing, then it's going to open up a lot of eyes, and then those players that are still sitting there, then we'll be able to get in that door and then probably get them to come our way and come on to the University of Texas.
One of the things that you've kind of continually stated in this new role is that you want to put the T back in Texas. Now, I was reading, you've done some interesting things around the facility. Now most of your players live on campus. You deactivated the key card on the coaches' doors, and you know, you have this open door policy. They've been in pads. Texas for a long time, especially in recent history, has been known as not being the toughest in terms of the players. What else have you done to try to instill the message of toughness?
Well, you talk about putting the T back into Texas. I was recruiting, so I got the job. So in January, I would go to his high school. So I was recruiting this young man, and he had made a decision to go to another school, but I just want to sit down and talk to him just to see why he did not pick Texas. And I said, tell me what you think about our program. And he said, you're soft. And I said, ooh, I don't ever want to be called that. So and you always try to find like a niche that you're looking for your program. So I'd say we're going to put the T back into Texas. So we're going to start with toughness. It's going to be about trust. It's going to be about togetherness. It's going to be about being a team. And I put team last because in order for you to become a team, you had to be tough. And it's not so much of tough, just physical and mental toughness, but it's just toughness to go do the right thing, toughness to go to class, just go do those little things. And then trust the players. It's all about building your confidence, and you have to trust yourself before anyone else will ever trust you. And then just teamwork, just working together as a team, and then you become a team. But all those things, when you have that togetherness, then you become a team. And I knew that in order for me to become a team and to get those things accomplished, then I had to find something to hang my hat on. And I did. And you talk about, we have keypads there, and in order for the players to go from downstairs to upstairs, they either had to have their card, and I say, hey, just take it off. The door's always open. My door's open. If you guys want to just walk in there and sit down and talk, that's fine with me. But it's an open door policy because I want them to understand that the only way we can move forward is they got to know that I'm concerned about them and that I really care about them.
Well, speaking of moving forward, when you were first hired, there were some fans or what have you, one notable and in particular Red McCombs, that were disappointed, if you will, that it wasn't somebody else, a sexier hire, so to speak, with air quotes. But since then, what's your relationship been like with the alumni, the boosters, and how have you been just received in Austin when you walk around town or what have you?
Well, I tell you this, Mike, I can't go around Austin much because it's going to be not so much you're harassed, but they're so excited about seeing the head coach of the University of Texas. But with Red McCombs, I've sat down with him. We've had dinner, have spoken on numerous occasions. But we have a relationship, which is fine. But I can understand in the beginning why people make statements and things are said. And still, at the end of the day, I still have to go prove that we can go get it done, which I can because I have a really outstanding coaching staff. I'm gonna go recruit the right players. But it's so much that you have to do, and you have to continue to build. I follow an icon in Coach Brown. I know he did an unbelievable job there. The foundation is laid. I just need to go take a break and just continue to build, and build.
Well, you did build a heck of a program at Louisville, and obviously one of your prize players, Teddy Bridgewater, who you were very close to, he's now in Minnesota. Now, Norv Turner, he said that he thought that Minnesota got a major steal in getting Teddy where they did. How do you think he's going to fare at the next level?
Well, I tell you what, I love Teddy Bridgewater, and what's great with him, he's been one of those guys, he loves to come from behind, and he loves to play from behind. And you think about just where he fell in the draft, it was perfect. It was absolutely perfect for him, because I think that he's not one of those guys that wants that limelight. He wants to go prove who he really is, and he is right. They got him a steal in Teddy, and you can't find a better person than Teddy Bridgewater. And then with the talent, and he has a talent, and the talent around him, he's going to be exciting to watch.
All right, Coach. Well, we appreciate you stopping by. Before we let you go, during the break, you weighing in on a conversation we had earlier. You like Kevin Love in Cleveland and Chicago, huh?
Well, I follow professional basketball. I love watching it. But the reason why I say, like you said, you made a point. You have Joe Kim, and Joe Kim was at Florida, and I love watching Joe Kim playing there with them getting in Gasol. So they already had two big guys. So just go ahead and send him to Cleveland and let him go play with LeBron and Irvin, and just see what type of team you could be able to build there.
See, Charlotte Strong.
But I'm not the owner. I'm not the owner, and I'm not making those decisions. I'm looking at it from
politically
I'm looking at it from the outside.
Oh, I got you. See, he just doesn't want Joe Kim to be calling him on the phone saying, well, look,
enjoy that flash.
Yes, enjoy that. Pointing at Kevin Sumlin after you beat him.